The regular Eveleth City Council meeting scheduled for 5 p.m. January 19th will now come to order. Roll call.
Councillor Lillis.
Here.
Councillor Rousey.
Here.
Councillor Koivunen.
Here.
Mayor Basalovich.
Here. Approval of minutes of City Council meeting January 5th. If no one has any changes or additions, I call for a motion that we approve those minutes.
So moved.
Motion made by Lillis. Do I have a support?
Support.
Support by Koivunen. Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Approval of tonight's agenda. Anybody have any additions or deletions, things to change? I know if items 1 and 2 under new business, we didn't have our workshop to change that. I don't know if you want to just act on them or wait till we have a workshop or.
I don't have a problem acting on them, I guess. I don't know what you had in mind there, but
Yeah, that's, maybe just move ahead for now, just,
You can have the discussion anytime.
yeah, okay. Any further discussion on tonight's agenda? Can I call for a motion that we approve it as is?
So move.
Motion made by Rousey, we have a support.
Support.
Support by Koivunen, any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, opposed, motion carried. We have no appointments, presentations. Anybody from the audience like to address the council at this point? We allow 5 minutes and time at the end of the meeting. If not, we'll move on to the consent agenda. Approval of payroll, December 16th through the 31st, 2020. There's no questions, call for a motion that we approve the consent agenda.
So move.
Motion made by Rousey, you have a support?
support.
Support by Lillis, any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, opposed, motion carried. No public hearings, we have no unfinished business. Under new business, J1, independent contract between the City of Eveleth and Anthony Jeffries for zoning administrator services. If no one has any questions or changes, call for a motion that we approve this contract.
So move.
Motion made by Rousey, do I have support?
Support.
Support by Lillis, any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, opposed, motion carried. Item 2, independent contract between the City of Eveleth and Therese Alvrum for EMS operations supervisor services.
I will be reclusing. I learned that word. Reclusing myself.
you're coming up with good ones. I thought a recluse was somebody who just stayed inside and didn't go out.
Well, that's a recluse.
If no one has any questions or changes, call for a motion that we approve this contract. So moved. Motion made by Koivunen,
I will support.
support by Lillis. Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. Item 3, set public hearing for February 16th, 2021 at 5 p.m. for State of Minnesota Public Facilities Authority Clean Water Revolving Fund Facility Plan for Roosevelt and Douglas Avenue. Anybody have any questions on the date and the time? If we don't have a snowstorm, we're okay. If no questions, call for a motion that we set this time, February 16th at 5 p.m. for a public hearing.
So moved.
Motion made by Koivunen, do you have support?
Support.
Support by Rousey, any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, motion carried. Item 4, agreement for collection of residential and commercial recycling materials with St. Louis County. Anybody have any questions on that, other than it went up?
Oh, we figured it was gonna go up again.
Everything goes up.
Jerry, anything changed for us?
No, this is just an extension, and we already have a 5-year agreement, and that has running out. And
Oh, okay.
This is for the recyclables, so nothing went up there. They pay us so much a ton for recyclables, and business recycling, I guess, and this is just an extension to that contract. So it's a 2-year extension. 2 year.
I have a related question, Jerry. How as far as the tonnage, are we seeing pretty steady, recycling going on, or?
Over the last 5 years, it's been pretty steady. It's right around the 200 mark. It's about the average, 200 tons a year. of recycling. It's slightly been going down a little bit.
Have we, had any complaints from the county with regard to, people disposing of things that they shouldn't really be disposing of in the proper fashion?
We haven't had a whole lot of dirty recycling. They'll give you a little less if it's over a certain percentage, and we've never had a complaint yet.
Okay,
So we're going through.
thank you.
Any further discussion? Not, we'll call for motion that we approve this agreement.
So moved.
Motion made by Rousey, we have a support.
Support.
Support by Lillis. Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, motion carried. I kept thinking about getting somebody for buildings, I know we talked about that. And I know it's been the last few years, and I'm just wondering, should we have maybe Jerry and Jackie kind of work on a job description? And we can look at that? What do you guys think? Move ahead.
All city-owned
Yeah.
facilities. I've been for that for a long time. I think I'd like to see something like
I
that.
think that if you get one top, it works better. Better organized, better under control, better ordering, the whole shooting match.
Well, and you get problems at a building, whether it's the library, the dialysis center, anything, you got a go-to person. That, and they'll get to know the buildings and what goes on and have a lot easier time of addressing issues there.
Years ago, and I'm talking probably 30, 40 years ago, didn't they have a full-time maintenance man here? Or janitor?
We had
Janitors.
a janitor, but that was casual labor, I think, wasn't that, Brian?
Yep.
I would just like to have an ASME employee, so you got the flexibility.
It would be nice to have somebody, whether it's 20 hours or 40 hours, whatever, to shovel the sidewalks at all these places. We got the auditorium too. I mean, there's times I'd like to send somebody out, but they gotta come up here, go someplace else. If we had somebody here that could do that, or Jackie had to have somebody to do something around here, they could do a little of everything.
And you're talking about like a labor position, correct?
I think that's what that would be.
And I think that we were discussing almost a department head in charge of those, or I might
I'm
be
just
off
thinking
base.
of, well, you got Public Works Director and Assistant Public Works, we got the department heads. But I was just wondering, maybe a little bit of a skill set, like out the beach, maybe in the shower, somebody had to change a faucet or fix a faucet, things
Okay.
like that
I
too.
got it now.
Because you got the golf course, some, issues there, maybe if it's a small thing, they
A
can help.
go-to person.
Yeah, or make arrangements for somebody to come out there too.
We got the auditorium that, stuff's, we had problems at. I
We
mean,
got lots of buildings.
we have buildings.
The pipe can break anytime,
You know,
anywhere. So
somebody who's around those buildings and maybe can identify an issue before it becomes a big problem, make some arrangements to handle it. And if you need it for something else, we have them. Somebody goes out sick for a while or something, we got somebody there.
I think we did things easier, things would run better, when we get things faster.
I think I understand what you're asking for.
Yes.
What Jerry knows what I do.
Yeah, I mean, kind of, because I know we'll have to work with ASME on the position, all that to finalize it. It gets, posted internally, which is fair. You get some movement for the guys and stuff, but you'd like to see it go filled internally because they already know what's going on. But yeah, I've been thinking about that for a number of years.
Yeah, we've kind of tossed it around previously, so be definitely worth looking at.
It'd be worth looking at to see if it's feasible. I mean, I know we have the work to do around here.
Well, let's say we get a tentative job description, then we can all look at it and make sure that if things work, we're all going in the right direction, or does somebody forget something to add it, and see how that goes. That's all I got. Brian, you got anything else?
No, sir.
Johnny?
I got a back injection today, that's about it. What would you know?
You can be more specific? 'Cause that-
Yeah, pain management. center.
Pain management?
We'll see if it works, cause right now it ain't.
That meatloaf will help.
Yeah, 5:30 guys.
We'll have to keep you here till it burns.
You won't let it burn. She won't let it burn, but it might be cold.
Joe, you have anything to add?
No, just that we had a big cloud over Eveleth today. I woke up at 4 this morning,
that's-
we got an inch of snow. I went to check my accounts in Virginia, I swear the sun was shining. I come back to Eveleth, it was a whiteout. I don't know.
Yeah,
what the
it
heck
just
is
hanging
it?
there.
And it was for a few hours,
Yeah, I know, I shoveled.
Well,
but otherwise nothing.
Other day, Virginia was clear. You could barely get by Midway, then as soon as you got towards Eveleth, it cleared right up.
Yeah,
I don't know what's the reason.
it's just weird.
It is weird. Chief, you got anything to add? Any words of wisdom?
Mayor, there's been an issue that's been coming up this winter. It's been people taking motorized vehicles, whether it be snowmobiles, ATVs, or regular vehicles up at the sliding hill. I'm in the process of getting a couple signs made up. I talked to Jerry. We're gonna post at the top of it and at the bottom of the sliding hill, just say no motorized vehicles allowed on the hill. I'm gonna have my officers trying to pay more attention to it, but we have had some complaints with parents. It's just not safe having snowmobiles and ATVs. I know what they're trying to do, but we're just not gonna allow it.
Okay.
Do we have to look at our ordinances on enforcement of that, or
Well, I
can we
think if-
slide it in on something?
I think we can plug it in on what's already on the books.
Okay.
You drive from the bottom of the hill, bring the kids into the top, and then by the time you drive back down there, the kids are there waiting, and you pick them up and bring them back to the top. I had to do that.
I had to do that.
But we've had problems with kids because they can't control themselves going down the hill.
Yeah.
And if there's a four-wheeler or ATV, it's a hazard.
Someone's gonna get hurt.
Yeah.
And we've had people parents that have turned around once they've seen the vehicles, they're doing it. So we just want everybody to enjoy it and be safe over it.
How's the warming shack doing there? I mean, is it, nobody's vandalizing it and it's still being okay?
Yeah, we haven't opened it up because of COVID this year.
Oh, so I bet you it's doing pretty good then.
So, yeah, the outside, there's no damage to the outside.
Oh, good.
Looks
We
nice.
haven't had any real problems out there
That's good.
the last couple of years.
Nice to see a few cars on the main street, though.
Oh.
I'll tell you that.
Yes, it is.
Jackie, you got anything to add?
So not thinking.
Steph, you got anything? Jerry?
Not that, thank you.
Al, you got anything? Mitch?
That's me, Mayor.
Anyone from the audience? If not, I'll close the meeting.
You know, you said that